Hey, it's Tim Barnaby, and today's video is about scaling your sales conversations. I had a shorter video earlier in the week that talked about the 3 keys to successful sales conversations, talking about clarity, confidence, and choice. And today I want to go into scaling those 3 keys to make your sales conversations more successful. So let's get right into the content. If you get this wrong, the challenge is that you will come across as being a commodity, which a lot of people in the procurement world especially are going to try to commoditize your products and services and put you into a box that you don't necessarily want to be in. We want to elevate the conversations that we're having with our prospective customers, which would include procurement departments, so that we can go a little bit deeper in how we present our business case, whether that's in our discovery calls, our presentations, or any of our negotiations, and really take it to a different level and have a different type of conversation with them going forward. So let's jump in and show you on a model how this would work. Now, as I said, we were talking about the 3 C's, which I went through on the shorter video before, which is that of having clarity and confidence and choice. Offering these 3 keys to your prospective customers, making them feel like there is a clear vision of what it is that we're talking about, being confident in the delivery and how we do that, and offering the choice, even if it means a choice between your products and services and status quo. At least they will understand that there is a choice in which to be had, not just one thing or nothing at all. And even though status quo could seem like that's nothing at all, it is truly a choice when positioned properly to make them understand whether or not they want to move their business forward with you or not, and really understand what that means. So let's really talk about clarity first in terms of the scale. Now, clarity comes in a couple of different ways to us. We can be clear in our service offerings and our product offerings. We can be clear on why we're in business and why we're here to see them, why we're trying to add this type of business from this kind of industry into the portfolio. All of these areas of communicating in the different sales discovery, in the different areas of the sales process, are all items that would bring more of an awareness of the problem, an awareness about us. And being aware is certainly a good thing. If we're not even having our prospective customers be aware of who we are, that could be a problem. But we want to elevate the conversation. So we don't want to have awareness level clarity. We want to bring to their attention. We want to have a conversation that's centered around the business problems that they are facing. It's one thing to talk about features and benefits of a particular product or service that they're experiencing today, but it's another to really talk about what are the business problems that they're facing. What are your revenue challenges? Are you seeing the profitability that you can get fully out of your business? Has there been profitability growth? Where are you in terms of your revenue targets from a year-over-year perspective or your 5-year goal? But having that kind of clarity in your conversation is much more different than the awareness factor of what you do and how you deliver products and services. The next key is confidence, and confidence again comes with its own scale. We can be confident in our products and services and how we present them, and most sales professionals out there will be able to do this. They actually come across with what I would call sort of a brash approach, right? And there's nothing wrong with being brash. There's nothing wrong with having a little bit of a bravado for what it is that you're representing, right? There is good quality products and services that are offered out in the world that were developed through hard sweat, tears, blood, everything that made it the success that it is today. You should show some bravado when you're presenting your solutions, but you should also show the confidence in a way that you're willing to, again, elevate the conversation and talk about business problems, which is really being not so much brash, but being brave. Being brave to have the conversation that challenges the prospective customer to rethink how they're thinking about potentially buying this product or service that you're offering. Being brave to have the conversation with them that talks about if they do nothing, if they stay with status quo, which is today could be current service provider or no service provider at all and not willing to make a change to go into the market in which you are currently presenting, then what are the impacts to their business for continuing on that path? That is a different level of conversation, one that not a lot of sales professionals are willing to have, or perhaps don't know how to have it. But engaging with a buyer, whether it's the business owner or the decision maker or somebody in procurement, and talk about more than just what your product and service offers, but really diving in deep to understand truly where are the business challenges that you're having and whether or not your product and service offering fits into that suite to help ensure that it can help course correct the problem they are having or perhaps alleviate the problem that they're having, is a different kind of conversation to have that will showcase the confidence that you have for what you bring to the table as the professional seller in the conversation. So being brave in your confidence is one key element that will really make you rise above all your competition. Next is choice, and the choice is really just that. Again, as I had explained before, choice between your product and service or status quo, which could be their incumbent supplier or no supplier at all, and they're just going to do it in-house or they just don't do it at all, is something that the buyer has to understand whether or not they have that choice and how it affects them. And when you're having the conversation around choice, it comes down to what is it about the choice that makes them want to make a decision or not. Because on one end, we can have a curiosity about you and your company and the product and service that you're offering. I'm curious to know more about what it is that you do. I'm curious to know what an investment with you would be like. I am curious to know the implementation plan that you would put together for a customer that's similar to me. I'm curious about more information. There is a choice to say they could absolutely say, it's nice meeting you, and I've got all the details that I need and I don't need anything else. Or I'm curious to learn more. And so being curious is certainly a better element than not having to give any details following on from the conversation at all. But the better factor, the better piece of the scale that you want to be is the critical choice. It is critical that they understand the path in which they are on that has the business problem that you have uncovered together and has a gap to missing their revenue target, their profitability target, their high turnover rates, their low sales pipeline, whatever the business problem is that they are facing, it's critical that that gets fixed. It's critical to know that they cannot continue on that path. Or if they choose to go down that path, the challenges that they will continue to face and the impact that it will have on their business can be quantified and highlighted as being avoidable should they choose to go with you and your organization. Because you've had the experience, or you've had the knowledge, or you have implemented a solution like this before under conditions that are similar to what this particular client is experiencing. And you've also seen where they have a customer, potential customer, that has not implemented in the same way, but yet faced a similar path. You can contrast that, again, from your experience and working with companies just like this, and trying to understand if they don't do it in that manner, then this is the problem, and this is the critical path of them not getting to an end state that is more favorable for them, because the real choice, the critical choice they want to make is, if we do nothing, then we will continue down a road that we don't want to be on, versus if we make this change and work with this particular company that has brought up the conversation to a different level than we've ever experienced before. If we don't do this with them, then we are really going to be in danger. So that's the scale. We can be aware of everything that's going on. We can be brash with our confidence and showcase our products and services really well. We can drive the curiosity behind, wanting them to learn more about our business. But I would suggest we elevate the conversation to a level where we're really bringing an attention to the clarity that we bring. We're really being brave to have conversations that means that we're challenging the status quo, that it's not all going to be rosy, that we're uncovering something that could be potentially altering to their business in a way that they've never thought about before. And we open up that conversation by asking hard, challenging questions, being brave in the manner in which we're doing it, not necessarily being brash in how good our products and services are. And then really being the critical choice, really laying out the business case that says you have a decision in which to make. You can continue on the path of what you're doing today, right now, as is, and your results will not be any better than if you make a choice to work with us, and here's how we can take it further for you and improve your revenue, improve on your profitability, decrease your costs if you're looking to do it from a cost-cutting perspective, help you with your turnover, build a bigger, stronger, more healthier pipeline. Whatever it is that the business problem is, be the critical choice for your customer to want to choose you for their decision. And so that's the scale. That's what you want to be thinking of. That's how you want to elevate the conversation. It's absolutely important to know about how your products and services work and how they are implemented, but rising above that and taking it to a new level, really talking about real business problems that they are having today and real solutions that could really impact how they operate, that may or may not even include your products and services. Because here's the one thing, you might not be the right fit for them. There might be somebody better. And if you're the person that's recommending a better solution because you're not it, who are they going to remember more? Somebody who tried to implement a solution that they knew wasn't the right solution to make it work? Or somebody who put them on the path to where the right solution is, and then maybe in the future there's an opportunity for you, or maybe you get recommended to somebody that they know could use your products and services. So elevate the conversation. Think about those three keys: being clear on how you present, being confident, and offering choice, but doing it at a level where you're driving more attention, being more brave in the way in which you speak about the business problems, and being the critical choice. And you will win more deals. If you like this video, I'd like to hear some comments about what you think about that scale, so put them down below. And if you want to get more videos from me, find the bell around here on this platform and click on it, because then you'll get notified when I put out more videos like this. Until then, all the best. Hope you have a great day selling.